Hey family, this is Robin, Apex Healing Tarot 777. Come on in. So this is going to be a pick-a-pile reading. In this reading, we're going to explore who you were in a prior lifetime. A lot of you know that although we have a physical body, this physical body is temporary and our soul is eternal. Look, we were created a long, long time ago, centuries, maybe more than centuries ago. And we have had many experiences throughout these different lifetimes. And during those different lifetimes, we collect energy, we collect debt, we collect a lot of things that block our path. So this reading is to help you maybe heal any negative patterns, identify any negative patterns that are happening to you subconsciously in this lifetime that you don't even know. This reading may awaken things or knock at the door of your subconscious and allow it to remember, spark some curiosity into helping you remember who you were in a prior lifetime and how it's affecting you in this life. And even though we don't want to obsess in what's happening in past lives, but the reality is we are a soul, and our soul has many, many memories. And in this lifetime, you have forgotten. A lot of us have forgotten those memories. So this is like a gateway to acceptance, a gateway to healing, I hope, and a gateway to love. So let's get into it. So just look up, I want you, the angel number 555. The number 555 is significant in this reading. So I want you to look up 555 past life influence, if there's a thing, but that's what I heard. So let's get into this message. So I'm going to pull a card for your past life, what you are being taught in this lifetime. We have a card for that. And then I'm also going to find out where you are in your soul's journey and what feelings or emotions that you have suppressed. So I want y'all to take deep breaths, really be mindful, really be intentful about this reading. Maybe do it in a quiet space where you can really concentrate, where you can really hear the messages, feel the messages, whatever comes through. Your senses are going to be heightened in this reading. Let's get to it. So you have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So take a moment, select your pile, and I'll see y'all on the other side. Hi, pile 1. If you selected this pile, this is your reading. So let's find out. These are your cards. So we have biblical, we have death, and then we have love. Wow. So biblical, talking about your past life. So the message that I received off this card was either you are I heard a religious fanatic, like you believe in the Bible or you believe in a certain religion or certain way of expressing your belief in God, or maybe you don't believe in God. Take it as it fits. Either you are so staunch in that stance where nobody can sway you, or you're the opposite. You want to be removed so far away from, like I said, you may be atheist. You don't want to have nothing to do with religion or how things, a higher power or something. So it's two extremes in this pile. So you only you know who you are and where you fit. But what I'm getting here is a lot of you work hard, believe in hard work, maybe work a lot. And in a past life, you may have had, like I heard during the ancient times, you have walked with like strong or well-known figures, like spiritual figures, if they were in the Bible or not. Now, this could be like Jesus or Moses, if you believe in the Bible, or whatever deity you believe in. You could have walked with these, lived in the same lifetime as these figures or these mentors or these people. And so you know the environment, you know what has happened between you two. You have some type of knowledge and it's affecting you in this lifetime. Maybe you were a follower of these devout spiritual leaders. That's what I wanted to say, spiritual leaders. These famous figures, biblical figures. And as a result, your like people's like traditional like interpretations of what the Bible represents, or it doesn't resonate with you. You know, you always go deeper. It's because you have actually lived that experience. So you know the real deal. You know what happened during those times. And a lot of things that's portrayed to us has been rewritten and rewritten and rewritten, that it's diluted, that we really don't know what really happened back in the day when when they said things, certain events that they said happened. You like question that. You like question that because you know in your heart and soul, like I said, what really happened. So a lot of you tend to follow your own spiritual path. Take on your own spiritual meaning. It's because of this same reason. Um, and then I heard that whatever spiritual leader or whoever you have lived in the same lifetime with, I felt the spirit of death. So you may have witnessed a crucifixion. You may have witnessed a famous spiritual leader or someone you followed being like tormented, being bullied, being ridiculed, and even being crucified as well. And when this death showed up here, that made sense of what I heard. So you have like an emotional scar, and it stems from the heartbreak and just the horror of living in that experience of following someone that you cared for deeply, that you believed in, that you thought was going to make a difference, and they were ruled by, or um, they were overcome by the bigger forces. They were a threat. I get that your group could have been could have come from had a small following, but they were very impactful. They changed lives. They were for the people. And maybe you find that you have a very big heart and you are for the people. And you don't believe in what society is doing. You may not believe that society cares, or that they have lost sight of the bigger goal, which is the goal of love, right? And whatever this is, it may have caused you to shut down your spiritual gifts. So there's spiritual gifts waiting for you on the other side, but it could be shut down. Because you may have like vision, like clairvoyant? Like the ability to see. So you are being called to reconnect in this lifetime to God, your God-given gifts, your abilities, your talents, and pray. Pray from, pray for help from these biblical figures that you may not have remembered. Pray to the figures, whatever are, if they're biblical, if they're not, whatever deities that you associate with, pray to them to help you remember. And you'll learn that you have forgotten. You'll learn that what you forgot is forgiven, that everything that you did, or everything, this heaviness, this emotional heaviness, all your like sins are forgiven in a past life. Your transgressions, things that you did that you weren't proud of, not only in this lifetime, in prior lifetimes. It's like you hold a sword in your heart, and Spirit wants you to let that sword out and allow it to bleed. Allow yourself to feel in this vibration of love here, because these are the emotions that are being repressed. Love is being repressed in your life. In this lifetime, you're being taught how to release, right? How to release. There's a big change happening with you right now. Even though you may start to see it in your life, you are transforming. You're not the same person. It's because you're starting to wake up, Power One. And you're going to have to let go. You see all these birds? These birds are messengers, are signs for you to let go of this deep feeling. This, what you carry around, what you have carried around for many, many lifetimes. This could be like a metaphorical death, an ego death of something You have to let go of something before something new can take its place. So this is about you shedding beliefs, about you forgiving yourself, forgiving others as well, and accepting who you are. It's a major change happening, pal. One, and spirit does not want you to fear change. A lot of you are, like I said, so stuck in a certain like path, certain belief system. But you're changing. Whatever this is for the best. You're stepping out of the shadows and coming back into the light. And you are clearing, energy blockages are being cleared. So it's time for you to let go, stop resisting change, and stop trying to hold on to something that is no longer useful. And whatever this is no longer useful. And then we have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. A lot of you, I don't know, maybe some of you, a lot of you could have, I heard, a very pessimistic attitude about life or about things, and because you were born into this lifetime to spread that love, spread that seed of love. That's what you have been suppressing. You are love. Power 3. Power. Power 3. Maybe there's a message for you in Power 3 as well. This is a vibration. They say love is the highest vibration. The color purple represents your crown chakra as well. So a lot of you are tapping into that, are connecting with divine, are connecting with spirit. Any challenges that you have faced in this physical world, it attempted to trick you into thinking that there were other ways that you had to go about life, that there was only one way to do something. But your natural energy vibration is love. So it's like you were fighting against yourself in this lifetime. And this card is here just to remind you that your soul is made up of God's love. And it's, like I said, it's a vibration. And this is what you need to bring back into your life, and to be self-aware of this, and to let that love permeate every aspect of your being, every situation. And it's a big healing. You're healing, Power 1. So any anxiety, any fear, any drama that you have experienced is being released right now. And it can't exist. When you live in this fear, like I said, fear of letting go, this death energy, fear of being seen, being heard, it can't exist in this energy. Beautiful. Wow. So yeah, Power 1, it's your time. It's your time to remind others the strength of how strong the vibration of love is. Wow. So whatever is going to come out on the other side, people are going to see a new you, and it's all going to be love, peace. It's because you love something so dear in your past life that you shut this off. but this is who you are. Now you are following, instead of following a spiritual leader, you are pouring this love, finding this love back in yourself, a self-remembrance ceremony for you. And it's going to cleanse your heart, and it's going to cleanse your mind, and it's going to cleanse your spirit. And you're going to be an inspiration for a lot of people. Pile 3. Why do I keep saying pile 3? Pile 1 and pile 3 are connected. So there's a message in there, in this, if you're watching pile 1. So yeah, that is your reading. I hope this helped y'all in some way. This was impactful. This was empowering. So you don't have to work so hard. You don't have to try to distract yourself from feeling the feelings. Let those feelings come out. Surrender to that. Surrender to love. Okay, pile 1. I hope this helped y'all. Till next time. Talk to you soon. Bye. Hi, pile 2. If you selected this pile, this is your reading. So let's find out what's happening. Okay, pile 2. We have Knighthood, we have Queen of Cups, and we have 3. So, a lot of you, I heard, live by the sword, die by the sword. You believe in that philosophy. You're very loyal. You could have been a knight in a past life. You could be, I heard, you could love like Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, those like stories, Vikings, those kind of stories that are depicted on the TV screen right now. They could spur something in you. They could excite you, right? You could even like to dress, cosplay. Maybe some of you do cosplay of knights, or at a Halloween you want to be a knight or something like that. Or whatever this is, you have the heart, whether you're a man or a woman, or however you identify, you have the heart of a knight. In relationships, in your careers, whatever part of life that you are living, you are the protector for those who are vulnerable. You feel like that's just a part of your being. If you see someone getting picked on, or if you see someone getting bullied, pile 2, you are the one who is going to speak up, even though everyone else is laughing for them. Or you are going to be the one who has a soft heart for this person, for people. So much so that your career or whatever you do for a living, you're gravitated, it really interests you to have a career in saving, right? And to being a guardian or being a protector, whatever job that is. It could be security. I don't know. It could be else? Security. I don't know. It could be a doctor. It could be anything. It could be a healer. Whatever it is, you are a protector. Or you can even work or volunteer at an organization who believes in that cause, who believes in taking up for people who don't have a voice, who may not be, like I heard, who may live in poverty, who may not have the same advantages or same opportunities that other people may have. You believe strongly in that, Pal, too. Like I said, you are very loyal. And people who earn your respect, Pal, too, I mean, you will go to battle for them. If someone you love calls you up and say, hey, I need help, oh, you're going to go in. You're going to do everything that you can do to, or if someone says someone is picking on me, you could be a big brother. I don't know. You could be, this could be your mom. This could be, yeah, Queen of Cups energy. It's because you have a big heart, but you don't show it. You could be very emotionally detached, what they call it, stoic. You could believe in that. You could listen to those, believe in that philosophy. You want to protect. It's because you want the people in your life to realize that they don't have to, they have a protection around them so much that they can soften up, that they won't have to worry about the things that you always have your guard up on, who's coming into your life, what their intentions are, or you want to, it's like you want to shelter people and you will lay your life on the line. Maybe you have a mother, maybe you have daughters. It's some type of, or maybe you have children. Yeah, your children. Maybe you are a fierce protector of your children. This could be your biological children. This could be children that you that are under your care. You're a fierce mama bear. You're a fierce papa bear. It's because you want to protect people's hearts. Maybe because your heart in a past life was broken in some way. And now in this lifetime, so this card means what is being taught, what you are being taught in this lifetime is you, spirit wants you to love again, to feel again, feel those feelings, value emotions. You don't have to be so rigid, right? People want to see what's behind this armor. A lot of you want to be a knight in shining armor for your partners. You want to be their protector. You want to be their provider. But you can't let love in if you have no vulnerability about you. You're protected on all sides. No one can get in. Even the light can't shine. So in some way in this lifetime, I believe you are suffering, and it's causing grief here because people may not understand. The ones that you want to protect are the ones that may seem that they can't reach you, that they don't know how to love you. Spirit wants you to know life is worth experiencing. Logically, a lot of you are very logical, but they also want you to soften your heart. This reminds me of the Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz. A lot of you can resonate with the Tin Man. If I only had a heart. If I only had a heart. This is about you seeing the beauty. You seeing the beauty. I said the beauty. You seeing the beauty in life through your eyes, through the eyes of others. Lifting the veil, lifting that, what is it? That helmet off. Caring, not repressing the emotions that you have shut down, that have carried you through many lifetimes. You've been this knight in armor. In this lifetime, you are supposed to love. You are supposed to be loved. You are supposed to feel love, pal, too. And accept that all the emotions that make you uncomfortable and all the experiences are teachers. They are meant to teach you something. Every time when we come back into this earthly plane, we are meant to come here to learn. This is like a school. You are being taught right now love, how to be loving to others. This is about you emotional wisdom, emotional being mature. You have a knight and a queen here. This is about you progressing in this lifetime. From a knight to a queen. A queen could be this is just the energy, regardless of gender. This is about you leveling up in this lifetime. And understanding that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So you may have lost a lot dealing with this energy right here, being stoic, being detached, not letting people too close because you have a job, you have a duty. This is your duty. You don't fraternize with love. You find it like it's an invasion in your beliefs. But you are meant to come into this lifetime, pal, so you can be a little bit more wiser, right? When you leave this life, as your soul transitions and goes to the next journey. Grieving this old life and walking into something something better, something new. Whatever you lost, if you have lost a mother figure, or if you have lost someone you held near and dear to your heart, and maybe that's what's spurring you in this lifetime to be a protector, to be a provider. Maybe in a past lifetime, you were in charge of protecting the queen. And for some reason, I don't know if you, let your eye off the queen or took a break or something, or you were off of queen's duty that day because you had to, because you deserved a day off, or because you've been working too hard, or someone reassigned you to a different duty or a different job, and something happened when you weren't there that has sat with you through generations, through lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And you have grieved over what was beyond your control, pile two. You have grieved over this. And Spirit says, nothing, when we grieve, when we lose someone in this lifetime, we have to realize that nothing is gone forever. And when we believe that we have lost someone or something, it's merely like, it's an illusion that helps us learn to appreciate what we had in the first place. So if you have lost relationships, if you have lost people that you have loved, then it was meant for you to appreciate them. Maybe some part of you didn't appreciate them because you were so locked into what you believed. This is about the emotion of grief and the sense of loss. They're real, and that is the point. Real. Feel your feelings. These are the emotions that you have suppressed for so long, pal, too. When we lose someone or we lose something, it's not about, it's like we feel it. We feel it in our veins. We feel it in our bodies. It's a physical sensation that we go through. It's this physical separation that we have a hard time releasing. The point in your lesson, in this lesson, is for you to acknowledge the cords, the bonds of love never end. No matter if whoever you have lost, if that's for some of you, whoever you have lost in a prior lifetime, the bonds of love never end. They never die. And we have to know that. And we have to know that we have not been abandoned as well. You weren't abandoned if you didn't receive love when you were young, or you didn't receive love in prior lifetimes. And that has, for some of you, that is your case also. You may have wanted someone to love you, but never have had experienced it. And that made you hard. That made you feel like the only person that you can depend on is yourself, was yourself. And that made you sad too, because it locked in a lot of emotions. It was one person who was very pivotal, who is very pivotal in your life, and you think that's the only person who will be able to see you, that you can let your guard down. But it's an illusion. That's not the case. This is about you, like I said, opening up your heart and accepting that you will be reunited with everything. All the love that you have been suppressing, all the love, all the emotion that you don't want to feel, that everything that you have ever loved, you will meet them again. And maybe next time, when it comes back around, you'll have the opportunity. You'll be in that space where you can give them love back, to move beyond your grief and really feel the experience. Pile 2. To be stuck in grief, Spirit says you're passing up. You're passing up a lot. You're passing up living. By bottling up your feelings, you're passing through this life without letting people in. You're being reminded to see the beauty of things, to release old emotions that have become too much to bear. This is baggage that you're carrying around. It's old, outdated. It's time to let it go. It's time to let your feelings flow, Pal 2. It's time for you to take care of the emotional needs of yourself first. Pour into that cup that you have neglected so long, Pal 2. And then pour it into others, because, yes, you are meant to learn that. Don't leave this life without loving, knowing that you deserve love. Most of all, give it to yourself. All right, Pal 2. Oh, beautiful. That was a lot. I hope this helped you in some way. Till next time, sending you peace, love, and light. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. If you picked this pile, this is your reading. So let's find out. Past lifetime. What are your cards? Okay, we have the farm. We have the 3 of Wands. And we have Judgment. So in the past lifetime, just getting the energy, just looking at the imagery off these cards, you could have been very connected to animals, very connected to nature. There's something about a farm. You may have lived on a farm. You may have lived far away from people, and that is maybe not the life that you're living now. You're very connected. You could be very connected with horses, or this is a horse, and this, what is it? I don't know. Is that a donkey? Something about you feeding or grazing on natural earth, nature, land. A lot of you were very connected to nature, to plants, to animals in a past life. And this is a barn. So a barn is where the animals live. It's where food is stored. That's your comfort zone. That's is what is calling you back. A lot of you, Pal 3, may live in the city or may live or yearn for that. Your spirit yearns to go back to the simple ways of life, the simple living. Maybe some of you want to buy land. Maybe some of you want to live on land. What do they call it? Farm to table. Maybe some of you want to grow your own food. Have animals, have chickens, have horses, have... A lot of you, your soul is yearning to be free. That's what I'm hearing. It's about the simple things in life that you really crave, Pile 3. A lot of you could have had cousins and aunts and uncles family who all lived on acres. And you could have had like a warm attachment to your family members. And a lot of you may find yourself isolated. Maybe your family lives in different parts of the city, the country, the world, whatever. Everyone is doing their own thing. And maybe you want to bring people back. Buy land, buy a place too for people to come back, for your family to come back to visit during special occasions. Or maybe come back to live. Maybe live on a plot of land that you own. It's something about you being self-sustaining, like living off of, like being detached from, I heard the Matrix, or being detached from like you want to improve your health. You want to improve your family's health. A lot of you may be eating healthier right now or doing different things. A lot of you are connected to plants. You have a green thumb. Yeah, you have a green thumb. You love planting things and you find out, I mean, you just have a knack for it. Some people have it. Hmm. And because you are, and it's like these beings help you in this lifetime. These beings help you like navigate. We have 3 of Wands. They help you navigate, help you get new opportunities. This is another animal. This is a wolf. You see how the wolf is looking? Hmm. Yeah, you have protectors, Pal 3, that protect you. Animal spirits, nature spirits. That's why you need to get out in nature, connect. If some of you, this is for some of you, not all of you, but you may realize that if you were injured or something happened on a farm that was tragic, you are carrying this not only in this lifetime, prior lifetime, you're carrying that wound, that wound. And it may be showing up as something like something that maybe physically is bothering you in your body. It may be connected to a prior lifetime, something that you may not heal, something that keeps reoccurring, like a chronic illness or a chronic disease in your body. This could talk about relationships as well. It's like you are very tapped in to energy. Your body senses things. It's because you are so tapped into nature, that you are so tapped into nature. in a prior lifetime, and you may not have know why you feel things when certain people are around. You may get chills, you may get goosebumps. These are the different ways that your body registers something before your mind even realize something is happening. You have the instincts of a wolf. Pile 3. You do. A lot of you have the instincts of a wolf. And what you are meant to learn is, in this lifetime, is 3 of Wands to move forward. The 3 of Wands talks about growth. It talks about branching out. It talks about what you are yearning. You are yearning for your spirit to be released out of this pressure cooker of life, of a situation, of whatever, of a job or something. You have your eye set on something. It's like you can shape shift. You have the ability to shape shift into maybe different spirits, animal spirits, because when you realize that you are connected through that, and when you do that, the instincts of a wolf are they can track. They know what they want, and once they lock eyes on something, they will get something at all cost. Maybe a lot of you are living a solo life right now, but you may want to have a pack around you, your family. Maybe you're missing that right now. And Spirit says there's opportunities that are going to come to you, Pile 3, that are going to bring you forward. You are meant to go after the things that you want. You are not meant to stay small. You could be starting a new business ideas. You could be potentially moving. The 3 of Wands could be saying you're waiting on everything to fall through for you to move, for you maybe to move away from the city or move away from all the clutter so you can think clearly. It's like your life is starting through a blank, like you're being given a blank canvas to write, to rewrite how you want your life to look in this lifetime. It doesn't matter how old you are. You are never too old to start again. And what this blank slate is going to, how it's going to appear, it's like you're creating your own reality, your own masterpiece this time. You are meant to create how you want your life to look. What do you see beyond the horizon? What do you feel? What is your body telling you? Your body is calling you to do something. Go for that. This is about you finding joy in the present, Pile 3. About you having gratitude for the simple things. This is about you not comparing yourself to the Joneses of what other people have or what societies say you should have. Well, you should have a degree, or you should be married, or all these things. Those 3 big, what is it, those controls that keep us locked in from our true potential: their religion, their government, and their education. those are meant to keep us trapped from discovering who we were meant to be. A lot of you are looking beyond that. It's like you want to get something new. New is better for you. Spirit says, watch out for that syndrome. The shiny, what's good is shiny, what's good is new. Something new is better. This is about you being happy in what you have in your own backyard, right? Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique paths and challenges. Yeah. This is about you not judging yourself and not judging others about what they have or what they don't have. If if a family member is not up to it's like, I don't know. I don't know if a lot of you have issue with status. If you don't make a certain amount of money, or you don't wear these certain clothes, name brand, or if you don't, it's like very like judgmental. You're being called to in this lifetime to learn from that, to go beyond that, right? You are better than that. Because look, you came from humble beginnings. And because you came from humble beginnings, because in a past lifetime you couldn't get the things that you wanted, or the things that you deserved, you thought you deserved, or you did deserve. Because if you worked on a farm, that means you worked hard. And the fruits of your labor never amounted to, maybe you just had enough to make ends meet. And that is what's spurring this. I have to get everything. I have to, yeah. Lock on to the things, or, yeah, be the best, or do the best, or, wow. Yeah, we have judgment here. The Spirit wants you to know that we all are spirit, and we all are the same. And it's only the roles that we have chosen to play here on earth that seem different to us. So in this earth, you are chosen to play a role, but it feels counterintuitive to what you have lived in a prior lifetime. The biggest lesson, Spirit says, that you have chosen in this lifetime, the biggest lesson you are meant to learn is love. This is about you looking back through your various lifetimes, Pal 3. And looking past the illusions and seeing yourself in everyone else. And you not putting yourself above other people. Because, look, we all have to know that every person, no matter if it's our children, no matter if it's our boss, no matter if it's our partners, no matter if it's our parents, each one of us has our own spiritual path, has our own spiritual journey. And your task is not to judge how someone goes about like figuring their life out or overcoming their challenges. But your job is to assist that soul. How can you help? How can you help them instead of judging them? In this lifetime, you are asked to be compassionate. You are asked to have empathy like you did in prior lifetimes, and to really see through the eyes of those who are different than you, Pile 3. Your ego has taught you that making other people feel, wow, insignificant or lower, inferior. You thought that it allowed you to feel better about yourself. But remember, it's an illusion. It's not real. And when you judge yourself, when you diminish others, you diminish yourself. Treat people how treat people how they want to be treated. That's what I heard. But the golden rule is treat people how you would like to be treated. So take whichever philosophy works for you. Either one is saying treat others with kindness, respect. Look, everyone comes into your life to teach you a lesson. It teaches everyone who comes into our life teaches us something about ourselves. And a lot of people that we reincarnate with, we've reincarnated with them before, but they play a different role in our life. And they are meant to teach us something. So when you love yourself, you will love others. A lot of people, a lot of those who judge other people so harshly is because they judge themselves. So it's really a projection. So don't take it. If you're on the receiving end of this, Pile 3, don't take it to heart. People who judge you, or people who are so hard on you, or people who want you to live according to their standards, or think that you are nothing because you don't have what they have. Just know it is them. It's not you. This is about being your true, authentic self, Pile 3, and not giving a crap what anyone else thinks. And being in the present, being grateful, being joyful for what you have each day. The simple things. It's really about the simple things. All right, Pile 3. That is your reading. I hope this helped you in some way. If it did, please like, please comment, please subscribe. I really enjoyed doing this reading. Until next time, talk to you soon. Bye.